The target customer of book advertisements are students of the school, teachers and administrators, and the community as a whole. Early adopters include regular patrons of the school library. This will help us develop a focus group between students who are already in the library. Whether they come during lunch, before school, after school, they're coming into the library for a reason, and we want that reason to help them encourage others to come in as well. That might be looking for books to read for pleasure or materials and resources that they need for class. Whatever it is, we want to help them advertise those reasons to encourage more students to come in and enjoy the resources found within the library. Another early adopter might be classes that collaborate between the library and their classroom teacher to create advertisements for both areas. So this could be their science teacher, social studies teacher, art teacher, whatever it might be. They would create an assignment that would be a grade for that content area class and also help them to advertise books and encourage students to come into the library. The current problem that we're trying to solve is that the books aren't circulating in the library the way that they should. The same students check out books. We want to be able to help the students that are coming in for the first time to be able to find books that they want to read, because currently that's a problem. They see books, but they don't see what they want to read. Some existing alternatives that are helping with that are students are doing this a little bit on their own. They're doing verbal advertisements. They're helping each other know, hey, I really like this author. Hey, this is a really cool series. But we're going to try to put that in a physical, attainable format. So our solution is to have students create advertisements for their favorite books to encourage others to check that book out from the library and read it. This will encourage more students to come into the library and get more students reading. Students will create these book advertisements to encourage others to read their favorite book. Book advertisements encourage students to read, and ultimately, we want them to read books and to like the books, but we want to encourage their literacy. That's our end goal. So, students are going to create projects to increase circulation. That gets them reading. That's our evidence of them reading. No money's made by the library, but increased circulation could encourage an increase in the library budget. This will help the library to get more resources, to help more students, and provide more resources for the school. So students are going to use existing supplies to create projects. That means no money needed for the startup. It's already there. We already have supplies. The school library already has those supplies available. Students already have their Chromebooks too. These Chromebooks can be used to create trailers, Google Slides, videos, advertisements to be printed. And what's awesome is the library also already has printers and 3D printers available for use to make those things in a physical format. So whether it's being viewed on technology or being viewed hanging somewhere throughout the school, the advertisements are being shown, and no money is needed up front. So, the goal is to increase circulation. That's how we're going to measure our success, because we're hoping that with increased circulation, that means that more students are reading the books and thus increasing their literacy. We're hoping to see new students checking out books. We can see that in our library management system. Okay, we're hoping to need to make more copies available of the books being advertised because they're in high demand. And students want to be reading these books because their friends are advertising them. And in addition, we want to see school-wide awareness of the new books making their way into the library and the student work advertising that. Okay, this creates school pride in addition to increased literacy and reading and circulation. So the book advertisements created by students have an unfair advantage in that their advertisements are unique. These advertisements can't be purchased. They are not from the internet, someone else made. These aren't something that a third-party company are creating. It doesn't mean the same thing. What means the most is that students within our student body are creating these advertisements. They know what their friends want to read. That means the most to their friends when they go to find recommendations. So, we're going to advertise for students to come into the library to see new book advertisements on the announcements, school website, and school social media. These advertisements are going to be physically available in the school, whether it's on a monitor or hanging in the hallway or in an office, wherever students can physically see them. But they're also going to be available on the school website as much as possible so that students can also view them at home or on the go with their Chromebook. Librarian and teacher collaboration is going to allow students to complete projects for their classes while also reading, getting back to encouraging literacy. In addition, we're going to make QR codes available so students can use those book advertisements to find more information about their book. Is it currently available in the library? And can they get the ebook? We're going to display the advertisements in electronic forms on the TV or monitor outside the library as well. One more way to make students see those advertisements. Projects are going to be displayed throughout the school. We want the school body to know how proud we are of these students building these advertisements to help their fellow students want to read. I hope you'll consider using book advertisements to encourage students to get in the library and read.